Good morning, mountain bikers. I am Chris Russells with MTB Trail Review, and today I am coming to you from Escondido, California at Lake Hodges on a nice, chill, crisp Sunday morning, bright and early. So, before we get started, just a few things. As far as gear goes, I really don't have much because this is an easier ride. I would call this a beginner to intermediate ride. This is where I bring my friends that have never been mountain biking if they want to give it a go. For those of you who are more advanced, if you're looking to just get some pedaling in and really get a good workout, this is a great place to come. It's not the hardest place, it's not the most challenging, it's more of a cross-country ride than anything else, but it does still have some sections that'll keep you entertained. So today, I'm going to ride my Trek Stash 7. This is a trail where you can really leave your full suspension home and have lots of fun. I wouldn't recommend anything with a lot of travel, anything that's slacked out, because this is a very pedally ride with pretty limited downhills. If you have an entry-level hardtail, you can ride it here and you'll be fine. So this is not a trail where you need the most advanced bike in your arsenal, or if you only have one bike. If it's the most basic of mountain bikes, you'll be fine. A couple need to knows. Number one, first and foremost, probably the most important thing about this trail is bring your bell. This trail is very heavily trafficked with both hikers and other bikers. Today I'm going to be a bit of a hypocrite. I'm not going to turn mine on because I don't want to drive whoever is watching this video crazy. But were I not filming, I would have my bell on, and unless you are filming, you should definitely have yours on. So I'm going to try to put in anywhere from 20 to 25 miles today. Despite my better judgment, and I'm sure I'll regret this decision later, I'm going to go ahead and climb Mount Bernardo. It's a very steep peak, but it's something you can easily leave out. And as we get to the various turnoffs, I'll stop and give you some options. So, like I said, I'm going to put together 20 to 25 miles today. Do a pretty all-encompassing ride. But you do not have to come out here and do that. You can come out here and do 10 to 15 miles and have a blast. So as we come up on those turnoffs, I'll show you what you can do if you want to cut out some of that mileage and cut out some of that climbing. So I'm going to gear up and we'll get riding soon. And we're riding. So, just a little heads up for today. I'm going to be cutting some sections out as far as filming goes. Number one, to save you from boredom, because there's some big climbs and flats. Number two, to conserve a little battery life. And just in the interest of keeping this review at a reasonable length. Just my fender. There we go. That should do it. So, if you're watching this and you see some disparities in the filming, and it looks like I just kind of jumped from one section to another, that's why. Normally I would speed the climbs up for you. In this case, I don't feel like I need to, because morning I'll be going down everything that I went up, so you'll still get a look at it. And number two, with these climbs, there's not a whole bunch of turnoffs like there are with a lot of the other climbs that I do. So this one, once you start the climb, that's what you're doing until you turn around. I'm going to bring you this section just so you can see it. This is a good little warm-up. You do have to ride on the sidewalk for a few minutes, but then it does jump right into the fun. So as I said earlier, one of the cool things about Lake Hodges is you can kind of choose your own adventure. There's so many different lines you can take on each trail, and there's so many different sections you can kind of link together, and you can turn this into whatever kind of ride you want to. I mean, if you want to get a relatively flat 10-mile ride, that's very doable. If you want to get fenders off today, if you want to put in 20 to 25 miles and do some serious climbing, that's very doable. And you can easily do anything in between. So that's one of the things that I really like about Lake Hodges. Also, it's pretty beautiful out here, which is never a bad thing. So I'm going right along the 15 freeway right now. I'm sure you can hear some of the traffic noise up there. That'll be going away soon. It won't be like that the entire ride. Here we're going to go under it. Morning, coming up on your left. So we're coming up to our first turning point. If you want to keep it relatively flat and stay on some double track, you take a left, and it'll eventually take you to the same place we're going to drop out with the route we're going to go. Instead of taking a left up here, I'm going to go straight. I'm going to climb up to that double track up top. It's a lot more fun to go this way, and I'll explain why once I'm up there. This climb is punchy. It'll get you breathing. All right. So this brings us on to, taking my breath. Another little double track. That's some fun little cutouts. A new one. So there are some bigger ones coming up. They're a lot of fun. This is one of them right here. Good little wall ride. A hard ride right into another one. This is a playful section. You can get creative with some of these. Kind of hop them,
And that's it for a few. I'll bring you back shortly. So we just continue along that little double track fire road. Got a couple fun little cutoffs coming. First one being really simple and easy. The second one's actually a bit more challenging. So I want to make sure you guys get to see it. So here's the fun little easy one. Little roller. Now we're going to go climb that rock face. And this one's a bit more challenging. Just come into it with speed. Trust your bike. I'm going to turn around so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, it's a cool little section. You get to kind of traverse up those rocks. It's actually easier than it looks. Just come out here and ride it. I suggest you try it. Alright, I'll bring you back when we get to some Singletrack. So this peak to our left here is Mount Bernardo. That's the one I was talking about earlier that, despite my better judgment, I'm going to climb. So that'll be fun. It sucks to climb, it's steep. It's fun coming down though. So coming up here on the left, there is a little Singletrack cutout. It's a quick descent. You can see it straight ahead right here. It's very rutted and washed out. Very technical, and it is fun. But I usually skip it just because I feel like doing it, unless you're going to climb right back up it. You miss a lot of the funner stuff that Lake Hodges has to offer, because it drops you into that other double track that I said you could take if you didn't go straight up. So there it is. If you're going to do it, do yourself a favor and just climb right back up it. It's, if you've never done it, it's worth doing, but it's not one of those I'm like, yeah, I need to hit that. So I'll let the choice be yours. If you're getting closer to that other Singletrack section, I'll bring you back. Alright, so we're coming up on some Singletrack. We're going to drop into the left up here and head through these trees. So when I was saying that Hodges is kind of a choose your own adventure place, this is what I was talking about. Wow, that's really overgrown. Used to be able to drop in right here. Looks like the main line is this now. This used to be the alt line. I'm still going to go down further left because I like that more technical stuff. So this is going to snake down. There's a skinny little bridge at the bottom. It comes up quick right after a downhill, so it's good to be aware of it. Then we go right into a punchy climb. So I turn around here, drop my post, get ready to go. Man, bummed that bush is there. Cut out my favorite line. You know, maybe I'll just go anyways. Probably be fine, right? No, it won't. What? Oh, fallen tree. Okay, it's been a while since I've been here. That's a bummer. I guess we have to go this way. Wow. Man, that's for real. So, a couple surprises today. A few of those comes up. Here's that downhill I was talking about. Right into a little bridge. And there is water under it, so very stagnant water. Just won't worry if you fall. You're going to pay a little bit. But it's pretty wide. It's very easy to do. Okay. Here's that punchy little climb. Pretty techy, pretty rocky. You'll see. Just make sure you're ready for it. Be in the proper gear. Okay, so here is where you have to make a decision. You can either turn left and get some fun downhill, or turn right and get some climbing in. We're going to go right. Usually I go right either way, because there are a few fun sections that way, but I don't always go to the top. though I'm going to today. So here we go. We chose climbing. Yay. I'll bring you back when it gets fun. Okay. Been climbing for a minute. We're about to the fun part. Also, there's a huge sinkhole right here. When you're coming down this, remember that thing's there. Because I've almost shot into it off of this section, which is very fun and very fast and potentially treacherous if you're not ready for that sinkhole. So, first time down this, I would take it easy, just so you know when that sinkhole is coming. We're really gonna get a quick downhill reprieve here into some technical climbing. I'm gonna video this climb so you can see it. It's tough. I'd probably make it half the time. It's a mix of power, balance, and it's a very technical climb. So if you want a challenge, this is it right here. It's about the biggest challenge Hodges will give you. But first we have a fun downhill. As you can see, it's very washed out. Line choice is important into our climbing. So that's a tight turn into a steep climb. Another one right here. Okay. So far we're good. Here comes the most challenging one. Another tight turn into a very steep climb. Here we go. Ooh, almost lost my back end. Nailed it. All right. Bernardo Mountain Summit Trail. Here we go. So, there's no turnoffs here. This is a steep, techie climb. I'm going to turn the camera off while I hit it. And you'll see it all coming back down. So, there are some hike bike sections. I have not made this thing yet. I don't know if I ever will. There's one section that's just, I don't see how it's doable. I'll turn the camera back on when I get there. See you soon. So I'm at the summit of Bernardo Mountain. And as you can see, it's a pretty nice view of the lake down there and some of the other peaks in this area. So, while I'm in the moment, I'm going to complain while you have these beautiful views. That climb sucks. I haven't done it for a while. I forgot how much I hate it. So unless you were some sort of climbing masochist, I don't know if I'd recommend it. The downhill's fun. It's not that fun. I don't know if it's worth that climb. So, it's loose, it's fast, it's rocky. It's one of those kind of feeling half in control, half out of control downhills. And I'd call it, the black diamond area of Mount Bernardo, of Lake Hodges. It's really the only one. So for you beginner intermediate riders, probably don't do this section. For you more advanced riders, if you want to challenge yourself, give this thing a go. Make your own opinion, but that's mine. I'm going to get my breath, and then I'll bring in the downhill. Okay, so one thing to be wary of on this trail, this descent specifically, there are hikers. As I said earlier, I'm not going to turn on my bell, because I don't want to drive the viewers crazy, but I will be very wary of it when I'm going down. So I may not go full bore, just because I do want to be able to slow down if some hikers come up. I don't quite have my breath all the way back either. Oh, that climb's terrible. So one thing I did not mention, if this is the purpose of your ride, knee pads are not a bad idea. The rest of this ride, you do not need them. But if you're coming out here for Bernardo and you're prone to falling, this is a super loose and rocky section. Knee pads are probably recommended. I've actually seen a couple kids out here hitting this section on downhill bikes, which I know it's hard to see how steep this is in the video, but it's steep. But man, I can't imagine pushing that bike up here. That would suck. Alright, coming up on that super techie section that I had to hike earlier. First, a quick climb. Ooh, was not quite ready. Oh, made it nonetheless. Okay. So here we go. Here's that techie downhill. Big rock roll at the start. And this section's super steep. So this section's really rutted right here. Steer the rocks, banging off my bike. Quick look at the view. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it with the glare. Here we go. New single. Whew. And that's most of the downhill. We have a little bit left. So now we're going to do a section that kind of traverses, but we still can carry some speed. But you may have to pedal a little bit right here. But it's a cool little section. This kind of goes through the little chaparral there. Okay, going downhill again. Here we go. Not nearly as technical as it was before, but still there. Morning. This is going to drop us right into where I was talking about the technical climbs earlier. As I said then, a lot of times I'll turn around right there. So right at this Bernardo Mountain Summit sign, I'll turn around right here and just ride this section because it really is fun. So this is a section where line choice matters. Excuse me. This section where line choice matters a lot. Otherwise, you'll find yourself in a very washed out situation. And then be prepared to climb. Oh, this is a fun climb. I just kind of go up the edge here, go around this little wash. There we go. Okay. And right here's the descent into that sinkhole I was talking about that you need to be wary of, because it comes up fast. Yep, there she is. And then more fun descent. Once again, be wary of hikers. This is what I climbed up earlier when the camera was off. So now you can get a look at it. It's not nearly as steep as the top of Bernardo. This is something that, if you're a relatively decent climber, you'll clean it every time. And now we're into some, pedally descent. Still primarily going down, but we will be pedaling. Also got some arm pump, some hand pump on that. It's rare for me. So it just shows you how rocky and gnarly that section is. And I did just do it on the hardtail. Probably didn't help. Another sinkhole right here. You just be aware of. It's another one that kind of comes up fast. Those are the only two that we're gonna need to worry about on this ride. We've got some hikers up ahead. Morning. Thank you. Oh, so many beautiful dogs. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Hey, pups. Thanks, guys. Have a good one. Going down. So right here is where we came up earlier. If you were to take a left instead of going up, here's where you would be starting. This is another fun descent, semi-technical, rocky, but still very fun. Wall ride. Does have a couple little climbs in it too. So when you're going that, don't be in your highest gear. Be prepared to punch out this climb and do another downhill, followed by another climb. Got some hikers coming up, so I'm going to give them a second so I don't scare the bejesus out of them. So while I'm giving these guys a second, as I noted before, I'm going to just keep hammering home. There are a lot of hikers on this trail. Be prepared to share it. Don't be aggro. If you have a bell, use it. All that stuff. And then everybody's day will be a lot better. Alright, here we go. Morning, guys. Morning. Ooh, almost lost my back wheel there. That would have hurt. Roadrunner. Got some tight switchbacks coming up. This one being the tightest. Oh, I had to dab. Alright, so right here. If we were to, instead of go up, hit that like I did at the beginning of the ride and take a left, this is where we would be coming up. So I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute. We got some double track fire road stuff. I'm bringing it back on single track. We rounded a couple bends. We're about to go back into our single track. We're done with double track for a few. So before this double track descent, take this right hand turn off and you will get into some pretty fun single track. Quick little climb. This thing's pretty easy. This one we're actually want to stay in a higher gear, so you can kind of punch up that top section. Nap. Alright. Now we're into some of the Lake Hodges single track. So this is a section for me where I like to just pedal, see how fast I can go. It's somewhat flowy, allows you to really hammer the pedals, get a good workout. So I'm going to stop talking and do it. Couple little bumps and jumps. Well, horse tracks today. So coming up here, there's a little techie turn. It's rocky and tight, but it's very makeable as long as you take it slow. So just be in a low gear, be ready for it. Right here. A lot of people get tripped up on that. Turn is in bad repair. I think he's having a nice little bank on it. It's been a while since I've been out here. So coming up, I'm going to drop into a fun little descent, have some single track, and then a couple little whoops. And they're a good time. So, if you beginners and intermediate riders, definitely look at it first. If you feel pretty comfortable in more all mountain riding, you can just drop right in. I actually like to bunny hop into it. I think it's fun. Here we go. Up here you want to take a right. And this will take you to the whoops and the fun stuff on the other side of the lake. First whoop coming up right here. You don't feel comfortable doing it, you can go right and there's a little go around. But it's fun. So coming up here in a minute, there's a gnarly little drop. It's very doable, it just looks bad. Take a look at it first, but once you hit this little fly road divider, you can take a left, which will take you down to an actual paved road. Take a right on the paved road, and it'll put you right back onto the trail. I'm going to approach this slowly so we can look at it first, and then I'm going to hit it. So, kind of gnarly washed out. If you take this left-hand line, it's very doable. It's one of those where you just kind of have to commit and you'll be fine. So, I'm going to push back up real quick, and then we'll drop in and hit it. It really is fun, and it's a lot easier than it looks. So if you're second guessing yourself, you know, maybe take a risk on this one. You'd be surprised. But everyone I know who did not do it and came back and tried later said, I don't know why I wasn't doing that before. Myself included. I didn't hit it the first time. Piece of cake. I'm actually going to climb that later. Now that's a challenge. Another fun little cutout right here. Nothing crazy on the other side, just super doable. Whoops. Now we're going to be going along the lake. And while this isn't the most interesting part of the ride, I will keep the camera rolling just so you know where we're going. I'll actually speed this up for you. Alright, so I'm back. We're going to hit some of the Lake Hodges Singletrack here after the lake. And this section's, it's fun. It's definitely more of a pedal section than anything else. But it does offer you a little bit of fun stuff, a couple of reprieves. But it's pretty pedally. There is one techie rock garden that's a little climb that I seem to mess up all the time, and I don't know why. Because it's really not that hard, but I always just bounce my tire off a rock the wrong way. So, we'll see if I make it today. Starting out with some double track. We will get back into some single track. We're kind of paralleling the road and going along the lake here. Once again, lots of hikers. Be hiker aware. There's a fun little rock jump up here. So we're gonna hit that. Nothing crazy, but it's fun. coming up on that rock garden now. See if I can get it today. Oh, ow. Nope, not today. I was about to rip my hand off on that rock. I don't know what it is about that thing. Sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. And it's not that hard. It's just in my head, I guess. Lots of little tiny gnats out here today. Morning. Over the rocks. Got a little technical difficulty. The fat tires help too. Morning. Okay, so here we have a split. If you go right, it just kind of takes you up to the road. If you go left, it'll keep you onto some Singletrack. And it does rejoin. So if you do decide to go right, you're not going to miss the rest of the trail. You just won't hit this little section. Here's another parking area. Let's go drop in. Good morning. Thank you. So this is another section they redesigned. I'm just not happy about it. It used to be way more fun. But it is what it is. Here's the trail splits. You can go around. You want to challenge yourself, go up. Get a nice steady climb. Not too crazy, but good little challenge for your technical riding ability. And the trail reemerges right here. So now we're going to be in Singletrack along the lake for a bit. Coming up on your left. Thank you. So another thing to be aware of out here, and I just saw the guy wearing headphones and made me think of it though, he probably had his with usual volume. A lot of people wear headphones out here and blast their music. So even if you do have a bell, even if you're talking and doing everything right, sometimes they still just have no idea you're there. So never assume that if you're talking or if somebody has a bell or if you have a bell, they can hear you. So once again, there's just not too much to talk about right here, so I'm just going to let you enjoy the trail in silence, hear the sounds of the bike. Morning. Coming up on your right. Morning, guys. Morning. Good morning. Thank you. Oh, so you got a pretty good climb coming up here. It's a longer one, semi-technical. Gets pretty steep, but you just get in your lower gear and bang it out. It's very viewable. Just don't try to be a hero and sprint it unless you're a mega climber, which I am not. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Morning. Morning. So from here, if you want to, you can continue to head down this road. It'll dump you into more double track, fire road, lots of ups and downs. Not particularly fun, but if you want to add some miles in elevation, do it. So there's a big group dropping in right now. I'm going to give them some space so I can try to hit this thing a little faster. And I think there's also a couple people coming up right now, and I don't want to scare the bejesus out of them, so give it a minute. So if you choose to do the ride in the fashion I'm doing it, we're about halfway through, I would guess. We're going to head back towards where we started, and then we're actually going to cross the lake and do some things on the other side. So I'll be bringing you that in 20 minutes or so. It'll probably take us to get back there, maybe 30. I don't know if I've ever come to Lake Hodges without seeing that guy. This is his spot. Anyways, I'll be bringing you that shortly. So, I don't see those ladies coming up. Just gonna go and drop in. Should be good. If not, I'll slow down. Worst things have happened. So, good technical downhill. Nothing too crazy. Go ahead. Thank you. Morning. Morning again. So yeah, lots of people coming up. Oh well. And that's kind of the attitude you have to take if you're going to mountain bike out here. Morning again, thank you. So there are people out here. You're going to have to share this trail. Thank you. May as well be nice about it and have some fun. If you don't like sharing trails, this is not your ride. Excuse me, guys, you're fine. Thank you. Enjoy your ride, guys. So there's some chill etiquette things where if I were in a different place, I might be a little frustrated. But this is such a beginner spot, family spot, where you just can't get mad. You know, this is where people learn, so keep that in mind. You're not going to find the best trail etiquette here. It is what it is. And it's not because people don't care, it's because they don't know. So, I don't know if I mentioned before, I think I did, but this trail is very much an out and back. So we went out, we're going back. When we're almost back, we'll make a couple changes to add to the ride. Or if you're too tired and you don't want to add to your ride, you can go home. You don't have to do the sections that I'm going to be hitting next. Thanks, man. Have a good one. So once again, up here the trail splits. You can go left and get a climb, or you can just go around it if you want to skip it. I'm here for a workout, so I'm climbing. Yeah, that's so disappointing. Used to be a little whoop right there, you could just fly through it. Now you have to wipe so much speed for these turns. Alright, let's roll on. Morning. Bad line. Coming up on your left. Thank you.
Good.
Thank you. Traffic jam. Morning. Morning. Yeah, we're getting crowded now. So back to the picnic area, coming up on the lake right here. So instead of taking the high line that I took earlier, I'm gonna go low. There's a couple fun little spots that we're gonna hit on this lower line here. So go ahead if you want to pass. So coming up here, there is a little drop, into a little drop, into a little climb. And it's a fun section. I'm actually happy I got somebody in front of me, so you can see it from a third person POV as well. When you do hit, just be ready to climb. If you are crossing the roads, so be aware of cars. So we have drop, drop, and climb. Morning, guys. So I'm gonna chill out right here a little bit. I'm starting to feel it in the legs, and I would like to bring you this full ride. So I'm not gonna hammer too hard on my way back until it gets fun again. I'm actually going to pull up onto the road. I have a feeling it might be gone, but there was a fun little drop-in section up here. But based on some of the growth I've seen, when I say growth, I mean brush and bushes, I have a feeling it's gone. We'll see here in a second. Oh yeah, there's no way it's still there. This would be a fun little transfer into this, but yeah, that thing's gone. Bummer. That was fun. That's right, there's one more up here. It's a fun little transfer. I enjoy it thoroughly. So, I'll bring it to you. Now, you can't hit the full thing if there's cars there. I see some tents. I have a feeling cars are there. But we can hit the first part, hopefully. And we'll see if we can hit the second piece. First piece is open. All right. I think second pieces might be open too. Here we go. So before you hit, just make sure there's no cars coming. And then we're gonna go boom, boom, boom. And that's just a fun little section. Look at it first if you never hit it, just so you know what's coming. But it sure is fun to do. Now back to the road. Whew, I'm tired. Stupid Bernardo climb killed me. So right here we have a little baby climb into what's going to be two of the punchiest climbs on this ride, each of which I will hopefully be able to make today. We'll see. There's one I always make, and then there's one that I don't always make. So the first one is that drop we did earlier. It was kind of washed out, kind of rutted. I said it looks scarier than it is. So dropping it's easy. Climbing it, not as much. It's not something you can climb in your granny. You need to be in a higher gear and hit that thing at full speed. So if you want to try it, check out your line first. Make sure you're going into it full speed. If you're not going to climb it. Here we go. So I tried to hit this thing in my fourth or fifth from the bottom. That way, coming into it full speed, I can still get some power out of my pedals. Here we go. Make sure nobody's coming. I don't see anybody up there. Yeah, boy. Whew. So once again, that thing's more about speed and line choice than it is climbing ability. Whew. I'm tired. Give these guys a little space. Morning.
Got one more.
Cool, thank you. Morning. This one's super doable. Just go. Barely even have to pedal. The downhill gives you enough speed into it. So our next hill to conquer, so to speak, is coming up right here. This thing is really steep at the top. And it's one of those where if you don't have any power left, you're just going to spin out and you're not going to make it. It does have a bailout About 2/3 of the way up, you can kind of cut out to the right. I don't like to. I like to try to make this thing, and just getting over that lip feels good. So we'll see if today is one of those days where I make it. I don't think anybody's coming, so I'm gonna go. Oh, there's somebody coming. I'm gonna let them come down first. Oh, maybe he's not coming. They're resting for a second. Looks like they're resting. Let me go ahead and go. Morning, guys.
Morning.
There we go. I'm tired. Morning. So, across the way here, you can see a couple trails going up that hill. I've done those. It's really not worth it. The climb is miserable, and the downhill is really not fun. So, if you really want to do it, nobody's going to stop you, but it's my personal opinion. It's not even worth messing with. Thank you. You can air those, but it's not really worth it. You land in the flats, come around the corner, you end up just wiping speed. Now you can air this next one, and I probably will, but just be aware that you don't have a landing. You're going to be landing in the flats. So I wouldn't go full huck on it, especially if you're on your hardtail. Just nice and easy. That way you don't destroy your knee, destroy your back, especially if you're getting older like me. Give this guy a second to come up, because the section is really fun going down. Morning. Little whoop. Now on double track for a minute. I am going to keep the camera on since I did not film this on the way up. Predominantly downhill, a couple small little climbs, a couple flatter pedally sections too. Very rocky, a lot of this stuff right here. And really, as long as you're carrying speed, your tires are pumped up, you're going to be fine. First bottle down. Morning. 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 Some nice views of the lake on the right here. Morning. Quick little downhill, very rocky. If you go to the right, it's not too bad, but if you're not afraid of some loose rock, just take it right down the middle. I mean, sorry, if you go to the left, it's not too bad. Actually, I guess either way. But for these, if you're not afraid of some loose rock, you just go right down the middle and you'll be fine on all of them. This is a spot to be especially hiker aware. Morning. Right at this corner, there's almost always somebody here. Oh, not today. Nice. So we just passed where we came out earlier. Instead of turning up, you just keep going straight. I'll take you into this little area. We have a creek crossing coming up. It used to be a bridge. I don't know if it's still there. Morning, guys. Looks like the bridge is gone. Oh, how deep is this thing? So I'm going to pull off here for a second and dump some footage, and then we'll be back. Morning. Hey guys. Morning. So coming up here is where you have to actually make a decision. If you go straight, that'll take you back to where we started. If you take a right across the bridge, you can have a little more fun. So, let's see. So here's where you have to make the decision. We just came from this direction. If you want to add some trail, you take a ride on this bridge, and you can go either way actually. I thought about it, actually started to go over there. I'm so tired from climbing Bernardo. So, sorry guys, I'm not bringing it to you today. I'll come back a different day, skip Bernardo and do this whole thing. So, I'm going to continue straight here and take it back to the trucks. Once again, there's nothing too crazy here, nothing too fun. There's one little cutout up here, but I do just want to have the camera rolling. That way you know how to get back. So at the very beginning of the ride, had you taken a left, this is what you would be on, going the opposite direction. But we decided to go straight and head up this guy right here. So now we're just backtracking from here. Lots of people in this area, so take it easy. Morning. Sometimes under the bridge here you can catch a glimpse of some deer. Had that happen a few times. Back. So I hope you enjoyed riding with me today. I'll bring you final thoughts shortly. Alright, so I just got home from Lake Hodges and I'm beat. According to my Strava, I did just over 22 miles and close to 900 feet. I'm a little shocked. I feel like I did 2,000 feet climbing. So, Strava's usually right. Maybe I'm just more out of shape than I thought. So, something about that ride just whooped my butt. I mean, I didn't even finish what I planned on doing. I was going to put in another 3 or 4 miles, but that's alright. 22 miles is respectable. I still put together a good ride for you guys. So, a few final thoughts. Number one, let's talk about the things I like about Lake Hodges. It's a good workout. It's a great place to go pedal. You can kind of choose your own adventure, pick different lines, link together different sections. There's a lot you can do once you learn that trail system, and it's not going to be the same ride every time. What I don't like about it, number one, there's a lot of people there. So if you really are trying to just go out and hammer the pedals, it can be a little frustrating because there's a lot of hikers, a lot of other riders, and you know you saw in the video there were quite a few times where I had to stop, slow down, let people pass. So if that's something that you don't want to deal with, Lake Hodges is not for you. So once again, this is very much in a beginner to intermediate to advanced ride, depending on what you want to do. I say if you're going to do Bernardo Mountain, it's more an advanced ride. If you're going to cut out Bernardo
then it's very much a beginner to intermediate ride. For a fun factor, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10, because to me it really is more just pedaling than anything else, with a couple fun sections. It's a really good cardio ride, maybe like a 7 out of 10 for cardio. And then as far as skill and technical goes, if you're not going to do Bernardo Mountain, maybe a 3 out of 10. If you are going to do Bernardo, bump that up to maybe a 7 out of 10. So for those of you who are learning how to ride, or who want to stay away from the more technical riding, this is a great ride for you. As always, check out my Strava. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Chris Wessels with MTB Trail Review. Thanks for riding with me today. We'll see you guys next time.